Alright folks, happy Wednesday. It is November 16th at about 3 p.m. right now, and this is your week 10 recap. Let's get things going right away with our weekly rewind. First off, we're going to start with TJ taking on McGrath and murdering him 174-95. TJ was powered by quarterbacks Ben Roethlisberger as well as Eli Manning on Monday night. Plus, had the added benefit of wide receivers Julio Jones and Jordy Nelson, each scoring over 20 points, as his receivers usually do. Over on McGrath's side, his only real good contributor was Carson Palmer. Willie Snead did have a shit ton of points for him on his bench. We'll get to that a little later. Moving on now to the McAllen battle. It was Danny 180, Ryan 147. So Big Brother wins this one. Danny was powered by Drew Brees, who had 30 points. Only got 6 points from Jay Cutler, which is disappointing. But Antonio Brown gets him 30, Stephon Diggs gets him 25, Dez Bryant gets him 23. So decent day for his wide receivers there. Gave him the win. Over on Ryan's side, Ezekiel Elliott, really the only one that really contributed anything of value at 42 points. Odell Beckham did have 20 on Monday Night Football, but wasn't enough to overcome Danny's big day. Over in our other brotherly love game, it was Connor defeating Cole 159-134. Connor, of course, was powered by QB Aaron Rodgers as well as David Johnson, really his two studs at this point. Over on Cole's side, Phil Rivers had a nice day, 26 points, as did Larry Fitzgerald at 22 and Devontae Adams at 21. Really could have used the second quarterback in this one. He played Jared Goff because I guess he didn't have any more. And as we know, Goff didn't play in the Rams' victory over the Jets. Moving on now to the Brook Wild division. Kind of a shocker here. Walter Camacho 188, Danny Jensen 128. So Walter beats Jensen by about 60 points. I don't think anybody saw this one coming. I sure didn't. He was powered by Mariota and Kirk Cousins, who put up 36 and 22 respectively, as well as running back DeMarco Murray, who had 32, and Doug Baldwin, who had 27. Over on Jensen's side, not a ton great. Colin Kaepernick had 25, as did Delaney Walker. Everybody else was at 15 or under. So kind of a disappointing day, but I don't think anybody saw Walter putting up 188 points. Next up, we have your commish winning 149 to Patrick's 92. I was powered by Russell Wilson and Dak Prescott at quarterback, put up 35 and 25 respectively, and Lev Bell put up 27 in his loss to the Cowboys. Over on Pat's side, didn't really have the full lineup. Played Ryan Fitzpatrick at quarterback, even though they announced before the game that Bryce Petty was going to start, and left LaShawn McCoy in at running back because he just didn't have the other running backs to play. Don't know if it would have helped when we lost by 57 anyway, but still disappointing day for Patrick. Finally, in our tightest game of the week, we had Jack 128 to Sokol's 125. Jack had a nice day from Joe Flacco, and that's really it. Tyrell Williams, also had 24. Over on Sokol's side, Cam Newton and Jimmy Winston's quarterbacks put up about 25 each. Allen Robinson had 26. Those are his only players in double digits. Everybody else was below 9.6. A little bit of note on this one is Jack was a baby back bitch on Monday night. Benched the Giants defense when he was up by almost 4 points. He was afraid they would lose points for him. They ended up putting up 8 points, but the point still stands. Jack, don't be such a bitch next time. Alright, moving on now to our weekly accolades. First one's going to be our MVP. Going to have to go to Ezekiel Elliott on this one. I think it's pretty obvious. At 114 rushing yards, had 2 rushing touchdowns, 95 receiving yards, and a touchdown reception on 2 catches, totaling 42 points. So just a ridiculous day from Zeke. Our dupest of the day is going to have to go to McGrath and Willie Snead. Snead caught 5 balls, 47 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Had a pretty nice day. Unfortunately, he was on McGrath's bench. His two receivers combined, I think, for about 5.5 points. Finally, our 1-2 punch of the week is going to be McAllen's wide receivers. Antonio Brown had 154 receiving yards, 1 touchdown, 14 catches, which is just ridiculous. Stephon Diggs had 164 receiving yards and 13 catches. So just a shit ton of balls caught by these two guys. Really drove Danny's win over Connor. Alright, now it's time for everyone's favorite segment of the week. It is your Week 10 Power Rankings. Start at the top. No big surprises here. Danny 1, CJ 2, Coyle 3, Ryan at 4. No big shocks. 5 and 6. Jack and Cole are going to switch places. Jack's moved to 5, Cole's going to move to 6. Jensen's going to keep Pat at number 7. Your commissioner's going to move up to number 8 with his big win. Now he's in the playoffs. Number 9, we got Patrick Troy. 10, McGrath moves down a spot. Number 11, Walter Camacho out of the gutter into number 11, moves up a whole spot. And finally, our new bottom feeder, Johnny Sokol at number 12, moves down one single spot. Keep in mind, folks, we got 3 weeks left. Nobody at this point is mathematically eliminated. There are some tiebreaker scenarios, which I'll go over in a little bit. But other than that, everybody keep focused because you're still in. So let's talk about our projected playoff bracket here. A couple people have asked, the bracket that's up on ESPN doesn't take into account our division settings, so ignore it completely. This is the bracket that you're going to use to gauge where you are at this point. Most of it shouldn't come as much of a shock to anybody, but in case it does, that's not really my problem. So over on the left side, Katie Cummings' division, McCallum's currently in first, Tia's in second, Coyle's in third, Ryan's in fourth. No surprises there. Cole is 5, McGrath is 6. You guys are easy. Your overall records are pretty much lined up perfectly. I think it's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 wins, or whatever it is. So that one's an easy one. The way that it sits right now, Jack is number 1, obviously, in the Brooke Wild division. 2 is a tie between your commissioner and Danny Jensen. That's 4 and 6. Our first tiebreaker, as you can see, is head-to-head record. And in week 8, Jensen beat your commissioner by a score of 134 to 103. So right now, and that's the only time they're going to play this season. So as of right now, Jensen holds the tiebreaker over myself. Moving on then to our number 4 seed, it is Patrick, Team John, tied with Walter at 3 and 7. They haven't played yet this season. However, they are about to play against one another in week 11, that is this week coming up. Could have major implications on what happens the rest of the season and the playoff picture in the Brooke Wild division. But as it stands right now, Patrick has more points, therefore he wins the current tiebreaker. Walter then sits at number 5 on the outside looking in. And finally we have Sokol sitting at number 6 in last place. Still not mathematically eliminated, but in last place. The additional part of this to keep in mind is that Katie division plays their own bracket, Brooke division plays their own bracket. The 2 division winners play in the championship game for the YOLOFISH. Whichever 2 teams finish in 6th place, that is 6th place from each division, will play each other the same week as that championship game, and the loser will have to do yoga for a month on the Instagram. If you have any questions about that, let me know. Tiebreakers are all listed here, head-to-head, total points for, divisional winning percentage, and total divisional points for. Pretty straightforward. If you have any questions, let me know. I think that's all we got for this week. I'm going to Boston tonight. I'll be there till Friday, so I probably won't get out a preview until Friday. But other than that, that's all for now. Peace.